Evangelism is about interacting directly with your target audience and customers to inform and educate them about your products and services, but most importantly to build enthusiasm around what you're doing. Evangelists tend to be homegrown experts, people within the company who tend to be rather charismatic, who have a lot of knowledge and really enjoy working with customers and try hard to help them solve their problems using your products and services. The chances are that you're already pretty familiar with the concept of developer evangelism. If you're not, well, that's probably the most common form of evangelism we see. Developer evangelists are folks that work directly with their developer customers to support them, to educate them, write documentation, but to also help them kind of get out of jams. You'll find developer evangelists at pretty much every technical conference, at every hackathon. They're often the ones who are running around in the shirts that declare their products and services, who are speaking on the stage, who are doing what they can to encourage people to try the products that they're evangelizing for. Evangelism isn't just limited to technical products and developers. In fact, it can really help, especially if you have a fairly complex area that you're trying to help solve for. I used to work for a company that worked with small business owners and helped them with their marketing efforts. And a lot of those small business owners really actually needed more education and more help with figuring out how best to go about this marketing. And so I was able to work with them directly. I produced content, I spoke on stage, but I also attended conferences and attended workshops and held workshops and worked closely with them to understand what their problems are and help them find solutions. The best evangelists tend to do a little bit more listening than speaking, and they are actually more advocates on behalf of their customers. And in fact, I'm a big believer that a solid evangelism program is one that is focused more on advocacy, than they are for actual evangelism. Evangelism can be and often is seen as a marketing function, but in truth, it's completely interdepartmental and completely cross-disciplinary. You need to find folks to evangelize on your behalf who can speak clearly and understand the customer needs and the problem space very, very well and can actually help your customers find solutions, sometimes not with your products. They're trying to build a relationship and build their authenticity. Evangelism differs from thought leadership in that thought leadership tends to be a little bit more general. It tends to be more about the overall problem space that you're solving for, and evangelism tends to be more focused on your specific products and services. A thought leader may not talk about the name of their products very often, whereas an evangelist is going to show up everywhere with the logo blazoned across their chest. One key part of a successful evangelism program is helping to enable your customers to themselves evangelize on your behalf. You're going to have power users. You're going to have customers that love you, and you want to make sure they feel that love. You want to do that by empowering them to speak with authority about your products and services and to help educate your customers. They can be guest bloggers. You can send them shirts and gifts and all kinds of fun merch. You can invite them to speak at your user conferences. You can activate them to evangelize on your behalf and really help with your overall marketing efforts. And typically, they're doing it anyway. You don't have a lot of control over their messaging, and you shouldn't expect to have a lot of control over it. But when you find those people that are talking positively about your business, do everything you can to encourage them and enable them and help them out. Here's 3 key things to take away when it comes to evangelism. Evangelists in your organization are typically homegrown experts who interact directly with your target audience and your customers to inform and educate, but perhaps more importantly, build enthusiasm for your products and services. The best evangelists listen far more than they talk. They need to become advocates on behalf of your customers to help your product, marketing, and sales teams best craft messaging and products that serve the needs of your audience. Your most enthusiastic customers are already evangelizing on your behalf. empower them by providing channels and support to help maximize their effectiveness and maximize your marketing capabilities.
Blah, blah, blah.